hear the sour charge of victory's mastery blaze, the lightning blaze thy substance into this life form descend, and perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. I am presence, thou art master, I am presence, clear the way, let thy light know thy power, take possession, hear the sour charge of victory's mastery blaze, the lightning blaze thy substance into this thy form descend, thy perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. I am presence, thou art master, I am presence, clear the way, let thy light know thy power, take possession, hear the sour charge with victory's mastery blaze, the lightning blaze thy substance into this thy form descend, thy perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. Decreeing while I drive, encore. I wanted to make a quick message to you while traveling somewhere again, and simply to remind you that every single one of us are being called to step up. That was triggered because I saw 9/11 in the license plate of the oncoming vehicle. I use what is in front of me, and I really encourage you to pay attention to the signs, symbols, and omens that the universe communicates to us with. I don't always necessarily know what I'm going to say when I actually come on. I just feel like it needs to happen, and then I just say, okay, and then we go, and then there is the way. And so I really would encourage you to play as well through your day and to ride the magic of the moment, which is not in your head at all. Quite the opposite. It is in the heart, which is said to be the fall that we made out of our heart and into our head, where we became disconnected from the truth and instead thought we needed to control things, try to direct them and to make them go our way, which is the humanly aspect of us instead of the divine. And if we actually are willing to get out of line with everyone else that thought that we needed to line up and then race against one another, we would actually get back to the truth, which is the fact that every single one of us come here to master ourselves, to actually use our previous best as the example of what is possible, not because that's the best that we could do, but because it's the best we've activated until now, and then our future is determined by the potential that we are willing to see and then rise above our previous glass ceiling, which is what the self-image is. If we actually really understand that the universe communicates to us through the signs, symbols, and omens, and what shows up is exactly perfect, because that is what is going to help us be able to actually do what we came here for, to wait and allow the things that show up to be able to go where they need to go in order for us to get where we need to go at exactly the perfect time. That is when we are in line. So even though the one in front was going straight, somebody was turning, they couldn't wait, or they could wait, they had to wait, and so they told me to go, and it's just all, perfect. And so in The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, which I read last year for the first time, that was a book where he talks about the magic of the moment and how we have to use the signs, symbols, and omens that show up to make sure we don't confuse our truth with the divine truth. Because what we believe to be true is not necessarily the truth. We will feel the truth, because truth has an energetic resonance. And when we actually get back to that, then we can truly be in the moment and then make magic happen, not because we're making anything happen, but because we are actually bringing in our highest potential, which is what the I am presence, thou art master decree is actually about. It's saying, use me, let me become hollow so the light can flow through. That was actually gifted to me by a friend, Jeff, that shared it as part of his awakening experience and some of what he has learned in the process of learning to actually follow the signs, symbols, and omens, as I would encourage you to do, and Paulo Coelho encouraged you to too, through a brilliant tale that if you haven't read yet, I'd highly recommend, The Alchemist. Understand that is literally what you and I are both here to become, if only we are willing to learn how to truly alchemize the moment by getting ourselves out of the way so that our higher self can lead us. And I say that at 4:44 in the video because that was the message that needed to come, even though I didn't know it when I started out. I just felt like go live, okay. And so I did, even though it wasn't live specifically. I am just only recording the message, and so when I post it, it'll be after the fact, except that every single moment is in the now. If we actually look at the pre-sent present moment as a multi-dimensional layer cake, where all time, past, future, present, all happening now, different timelines for how we got there, because there are different dimensions that ourselves are in, and that is why we really have to just be willing to ride the magic with a K of the moment, where we have balanced our kundalini and activated it safely, not irresponsibly by using external things in order to awaken us, but instead to be able to brew that energy from within to balance the divine masculine and feminine within us, that truly allows us to show up fully present, present in this now moment where all time is happening. And when you bring yourself back here, wow, that is when magic truly takes place. So I hope you enjoyed this message, got a lot from it. Please do leave a comment below to let me know what this message meant to you, what it means for you, and what you're willing to do with it, as I always say. Also, please do like the message to help me get this message out to more people who need to be reminded to be present in this present moment. And I repeat things just to kind of drill it home, because that was the Greek way. They say repetition is the master of learning and ingraining it to be able to then say it, feeling like you were the first to say it, simply because you've said it so many times, you forget, not knowing that that was the truth, always. ALL ways, all ways, when we actually get back to that fact. Wow, right? So, thank you. Have a great day. Laura J. Namaste, namago.